Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at what happens when men ignore women at the gym. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
Y'all taking it too far now. You're just trying to work out. It's a whole production. Goodness gracious. People don't work in silence no more.
It's absurd how many gyms nowadays look more like studios than a place to work out.
Proof that no one cares what you do in the gym. Finished workout. I need that pulley thing. I will wait and fake stretch. Maybe a quick walk. I am itchy. Wait, are those guys looking at me? They are for sure looking. I am going to stand and stare back to assert dominance. Oh, thank God she's done with pulley thing. I am going to casually just grab this thank you. Pulley thing. OMG, they are definitely looking. OMG, what are they saying about me? I want to go crawl in a hole. At least I can check my audio later to see what they said about me. I am a dumbass.
I think the only thing she said that made any sense was that last sentence.
Destroyed her whole video. Be petty. Yo, petty as hell.
Why'd she even put her phone on the bin knowing people use it all the time?
So this is one thing that a lot of times women don't understand. Like, he might be in between sets right now, but depending on what he's doing on this phone, he's probably very focused on his workout. We're not, a lot of guys, like if you're in the gym and you're really focused on getting the most out of your workout, you don't see nothing else. Like, it's like right now I'm a warrior inside my head and I gotta stay focused. It's very, like we're very one track minded in that way. Like we super focused on things.
This isn't shooting your shot, it's doing nothing and hoping that somehow he telepathically gets it.
Isn't that like voyeurism what she's doing? Isn't that like illegal?
Have you considered that he hasn't even noticed you because he's just there to work out?
So, the topic of conversation, when you're in the gym and you make eye contact with a guy.
First of all, when you're in the gym, you shouldn't be like, it's not the beach. It's not somewhere where you should be going to be dressed like skin tight like this. Like, this is just ridiculous.
This is for all the men, okay? They think when we make eye contact with them, it means something. Come talk to us. We're interested. Here's the tea. If I hit a set and I do the little 360, 360, we walk around, throw my hips. If I make eye contact with you and literally immediately look away, I'm just looking around. But if I give you a look and then I look back and I do the double take, I'm like, or if I stare at you for longer than 2 seconds, it's on. The very first time I see you, though. 3 days minimum. And then you can shoot that shot. That's the tea. Period.
Stop being so full of yourselves, ladies. Just because a guy looked at you does not mean he's interested.
That's good work.
If someone minding their own business and existing near you was an issue, then the gym probably isn't for you.
Yo. He don't give one damn.
That is ridiculous, but completely deserved for anyone who films in the gym.
It's not what we come to do to the gym for.
Maybe it's because they're there to work out and not socialize with randoms. I'm afraid he's looking anything but impressed.
Okay, I was talking to this guy for a little bit. We went on like 2 dates and hung out a few times. And I saw him at the gym like every single day. He ghosted me like a month ago, like said he was gonna come over and then just like never texted me, like didn't come over and never texted me why. And like I just never also reached out because I was like, what? I went out of town and I went on a trip for like a week. I came back, started going to the gym again. Have not seen this man at the gym since like before he ghosted me. Like literally have not seen him once. And so I'm like, did he change his gym time because he ghosted me and he's scared to see me? I was like so confused, like what happened? Like we literally saw each other every single morning. Like I knew exactly what time he was getting to the gym, like, and I have not seen him in like, I mean, it's almost been a month. And I'm like, wait, so did you switch gyms? Did you change your gym time? I'm like so confused. I feel like that's kind of crazy to do. I'm like, I'm not like gonna be a bitch thing. Like it didn't work out, that's fine. And like, I mean, I hate getting ghosted, but also I've been ghosted like 500 times, so it's not that deep. But like,
no, if you've been ghosted that many times, you got to start searching internally to figure out why people are distancing themselves from you after a certain amount of time, because that's just not, you know, I've never been ghosted. So I don't really know how that feels. But at the same time, when I go out on dates, I'm usually, I have A1 manners, A1 etiquette, and I'm making sure that I'm listening to the other person and, you know, just having a decent conversation. But if you've been ghosted by that many people, it's time to look internally. But before we dive in, take a second to head over to lnscandleco.com and pick up one of our signature triple wick candles. LNS, light a wick, lower the noise. This is our family business built on quality, peace, and intention. These candles aren't just decor, they shift the atmosphere. They bring a calm that men and women both need, especially in a world that's loud, chaotic, and constantly pulling at your energy. Use code EMPOWERMENT for 15% off your order. Whether you're unwinding, working, or setting the tone for your home, LNS gives your space that grounded, elevated feel.
that's so strange. You're just not gonna come to the gym at the same time anymore?
If you've been ghosted 500 times, I think it's time to admit that you're the problem.
Yeah.
I was at the gym and a hot guy like came on the treadmill like kind of next to me, and I was like, oh, yeah. And I kept feeling him kind of glance over in my direction, like while he was running. Naturally, I was walking, which it turned into a pick-me strut really fast when I thought he was looking at me. I was like, no, strut, like, no, whatever. But you know what I mean? And so I was like, wow, like he keeps glancing over here a lot, like, period. You like what you see? No, he didn't. He liked what he saw above me. The basketball playoff highlights were on the TV, which was directly above my treadmill. So, yeah, no, naturally I was like, okay, well, hope your team loses.
I just wish they didn't need to get humbled this hard to realize men aren't even looking at them.
These two girls grabbed my butt in the gym, then laughed at me when I got upset. They tried to act like I was tripping when I wasn't okay with it.
Ain't that sexual harassment and unwanted contact?
Casually committing assault in the gym and laughing about it? Just imagine the outrage if the genders were flipped. I heard about breaking a sweat in the gym, but I guess we're also breaking hearts now, too.
Alright, losers, future update. So, and it's the final update. So we were texting quite a bit. He seemed very interested. And then we chatted a few times in the gym, but I didn't like get too close. Like I didn't talk too long, except for like one time, which now that I think about it is kind of gross. But mainly because like I didn't want to, like, I just met him. I was probably stinking. Like I didn't want him to think I was gross, but whatever. And then so we were texting pretty consistently. And then like he did a little switcheroo. And I was like, that's interesting. So I texted him. I was like 24 plus hours. This is crazy. And he was like, you want me to be honest? And I was like,
what are you, a fucking superhero?
I prefer that. And he was like, I just didn't think there was any chemistry between us. We haven't gone out. We didn't go on a date. We chatted at the gym maybe like 3 times, but no date, no hangout. How would you know, brother?
Because a lot of times, especially if it's a man that spends a lot of time in solitude, we pick up on energy like that. Like, there's nothing that my wife can hide from me because I'm with myself and I face my own emotions so often that people can't hide their emotions from me. So if something's going on with my wife, she got the A+ poker face on. Hey, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I know something's wrong. And then we start talking. So a lot of times he probably picked up on some energies where it just wasn't for him. You know, it seemed like she may have a good personality, beautiful young lady. So, but maybe he felt something that, you know, he might have dealt with in the past, or something that it was something that was with you that just wasn't for him.
You don't even know me.
Don't say you prefer honesty if you're gonna fall apart the second he tells you the truth. Instead of trying to turn the gym into a drama fest, why not just concentrate on your workout?
But I don't have a boyfriend, and I want to ask someone from here to do the strength with me. I don't know if people will agree or not, and I'm very scared because I'm very shy, but I need to do that to be more social. So wish me luck. Hi. Sorry, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I wanted, if you see the trend in TikTok, if you can help me with it, I can show you and you can say like yes or no.
Sure, just film me guys, or...
What?
Are you gonna film me, or...?
Yes, but not the face. I will show you and you can just say if it's okay or not.
Yeah, okay.
Women in gyms really need to stop bothering strangers with their TikTok fantasies.
And the other part about that, bro, like, I didn't come here for this. Like, I'm probably got my own time schedule, so you're disrespecting his time, you're disrespecting his space. People just don't come to the gym for this kind of activity, and this is why a lot of guys are getting their own home equipment slowly over time, so that majority of their workout can be done at home, and they just go do a couple of sets they need to do at the gym until they get that piece of equipment at the house.
Mwah.
No, you can't just touch people's hands, bro. Not with all the diseases and stuff that's going on around here.
And if a guy did the same, he'd be instantly labeled as a creep and banned from the gym.
Did you say he wouldn't stop staring?
Ma'am, the only one doing any staring here is you.
Okay, guys, so I hit on a guy at the gym, and it didn't work out. It's fine. The only reason I even hit on him was because I've seen him before, and he's cute, and he's tall, and he's Latino or something for sure. But he's like, he looks like Spooky from On My Block, like when his hair grew out, and his hair was like wavy, and I was like, I'm gonna cancel my subscription here anyway and switch over to somewhere else. I might as well. So I went up and tapped on him, like his shoulder, and I was like, has anyone ever told you look like Spooky from on my block? And he's like, no. I was like, oh yeah, dead ass. And then I pulled up a picture and whatnot. And he was like, oh, like he looked like he was shy, but I was like, hi, my name is Cindy. And like, I extended my hand and he shook it, but he like went quiet. And I was just like, all right, I get it.
It's funny how she's doing exactly the same thing women accuse men of by flirting in the gym.
So small update on my gym crush. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Texted him last night saying, hey, this is Sarah. Sent him the books that I bought, Barnes & Noble. Never responded. So it was probably a good thing he wasn't at the gym tonight. Not that I would have yelled at him, but like, I'm just feeling really
So the first thing, like, you want to lead with, like, let's say you have things about yourself that are on a scale of 1 to 10 on the interesting scale. You want to probably lead with things that are between a 6 and an 8. Don't start with things like the books you bought from Barnes & Noble. The books you bought from Barnes & Noble on the interesting scale are probably a 2, especially if that person is an avid reader. You want to start with something that's like, oh, hey, like, I might have vacationed here and I might have hung out here. I've did these types of things. And you serve the more interesting things for a later time. We live in a society today where it's so normal for people to just dump their life on you that you start with all the most interesting things about yourself and you have nothing to talk about on later dates. You have to be like an onion and peel back the layers until you get to the core.
Shitting myself right now, because how dare I assume that somebody I'm attracted to finds me attractive and that anybody wants to be with me anyways, which I know this is like really dramatic.
Well, it's not the unattractiveness. It's just that you were not interesting. Like someone being interesting and knowing how to draw somebody in. You don't have to be, a 8, 9, 10 to be able to do that. And by coming off, kind of weak like you did with on the interesting scale, that was probably what it was. He probably just didn't have any interest because he wasn't interested in what you thought might have been something that's exciting.
But I am dramatic, so there we go.
You got rejected, so take it the same way men do every day without the drama.
Oh, so you see this pink thing here on her weights? These lock the weights on. So if she had this on and she started struggling, if you don't have this on, you can kind of just dump the weight and then dump the other weight and then you can just push the bar back up. But she's over here with no spotter and she's locked the plates on.
I'm pretty sure they'd care if they actually saw you in any real danger.
Hi.
Huh?
I was just saying hi.
Oh.
How are you?
Awesome.
Okay.
He's just here to train and is not risking any drama.
On my gym crush, and it went terribly wrong. If you've missed part 1 on the connection experience, please go back to part 1 and check that out. I am documenting my journey to finding my mans by the end of this year, whether that be in real life or on the apps. I started off with my gym crush. Got back home to chat about what happened and hit with a little bit of a rejection. Thought I was in the clear because we had been staring at each other for the past year. Obviously, there's some clear interest there. It is a little bit intimidating walking up to a complete stranger midday and introducing yourself, but that is the price that you have to pay if you want to meet someone in real life. You have to face the fact that there might be rejection. So I walked up to him and I'm like, hey, I noticed you've been working out here for a while. I'm not really sure why we don't know each other. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Gabby. Started making small talk. I'm like, yes, this is it. This is the moment. Let's amp this up a little bit. So I was like, oh, I noticed your girl is never working out with you. Laughs and goes, yeah, my girlfriend doesn't live here. Like, are you being serious right now? You have been staring at me for the past year and now you want to tell me that you have a girlfriend? That is the one.
He could have just been reacting to being watched by you. Doesn't sound like interest to me.
And he might have actually had a girlfriend. You know, some guys cheat. Some guys are like, when I am in a relationship right now, I'm married, I don't entertain anything. I don't, you know, have eye contact. I'll still be a gentleman in public. I'll still hold a woman's door, you know, when she's coming in and out of somewhere. And if a woman speaks to me, I might say a harmless compliment, like, "Hey, like your hair or your nails look nice today." But that's as far as it goes. Like, I'm not trying to have a conversation with a woman outside of my wife, because that just invites a situation that I don't want to be in.
It looks like someone's jealous that they're not the one getting approached.
Okay, I'm at the perfect position where I can see the entrance of the gym. This is the guy that I'm not sure about. I've been eyeing him for a straight year, and he refuses to say hi. I feel like I can do it now. If I see him walking out of the gym, I can like, yo, bangaki. Oh, like if he's with somebody, then great. Like then I can move on with my motherfucking life, you know? I can't believe it's actually come to this. Someone call the cops.
Don't.
Probably
He's not interested.
Try to hide my face. Now we wait. I'm gonna give it 10 minutes. Then I'll leave.
It's crazy how she started the video with, "I'm not trying to be a stalker."
Oh my god. I have to cancel my gym membership. Oh my god. I am for real sitting in the parking lot of my gym and I'm about to leave and never come back. I was walking into the gym this morning and I was wearing this jacket. I was trying to put it on as I was walking in. So like I was, you know, wrestling with it, trying to put it on. I look behind me. I see that my gym crush is behind me. So in my mind, I'm like, this is going to be a workout. Like my gym crush is here. I can go all out. I'm wearing a cute little set. Like it's going to be perfect. So I get into the gym. I'm scanning my barcode and he comes up behind me. I've never talked to him before. He's just somebody I like to look at. So never talked to him. He comes up behind me and he was like, "Ma'am, I think you dropped something." And I was like, "Oh, okay, like what did I drop? Where is it?" Because in my mind, if I drop something or if I see somebody drop something, like their credit card, I feel like it's just common nature to pick it up and be like, here's your credit card, like bring it back to them. So I was like, that's kind of weird that he didn't like pick it up and bring it back. And he was like, "Yeah, you dropped it like a while back, like in the parking lot. I was right behind you. I saw it fall out of your sleeve." And I was like, "Oh, okay, like what is it?" And he was like, "I don't know what it is." Like he was very obviously like uncomfortable by the question, which I was like, what could it be? Like, please tell me what it is. And he was like, "I'll just show you, like just come out with me." And so I was like, "Okay, I'll come out with you." I go out with him. We're walking. I see a little black cloth something laying on the ground in the parking lot. And he was like, "Yeah, it's this." I go down to pick it up. It is a black lace thong. It's a black lace thong. And I did laundry yesterday, so it was, I guess, stuck in the sleeve. And like when I was wrestling with my jacket to put it on as I was walking in, I guess I pushed it out and he was right behind me. And he saw a black lace thong fall out of my jacket.
I think she made a way bigger deal out of that than necessary. At least the guy was polite enough to let her know.
She's pretty strong. Oh, those were
I'm
only
still
20s?
waiting for the part where she asserted her
I thought those was way more than 20s.
dominance.
This is how to not approach girls at the gym.
I hate this. I hate when there's Maydays. It makes me so uncomfortable. Feral, like feral. There's mirrors everywhere, so it's like you can easily catch people in the act. Like, this is nothing.
Another thing too, a lot of times at the gym, people are being inspired by what somebody else is doing. Or sometimes they might be trying to see what you're doing to see if you can actually do it. Sometimes people are looking at you for your own safety. Like if I'm at the gym and I see a guy put 300 on the bench, I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch because what if he gets stuck midway or something like that? You don't want to see somebody get injured at the gym. So a lot of times it's not that people are staring at you for your body. It's sometimes for your safety. And like, so let's say I'm at the gym, I'm doing some pull-ups and I look over and somebody's on a leg press and they're doing like 350, 400 on the leg press. I'm looking at that like, yeah, I got to get there. So it's not always about, somebody staring at you for your body. It's the gym. Especially men, we're inspiring each other. And sometimes every now and then you might look over and you might see a woman curling super heavy or bench pressing super heavy. And it's inspiration for you to, go forward and do more things within your workout and your physical fitness journey.
Five as 5 pounds. And these are the weights.
I'm sorry, but the real creep here is the one filming strangers and convincing herself that they're staring at her.
My dope. If you was not cleaning equipment when you go to the gym, I'm looking at you funny. If you haven't tell from my face, I'm disgusted right now. I could do this because I'm strong. I could do this because I'm powerful. I could do this because I am a quit. I could do anything that I set my mind to do. And I'm a baddie, head of our baddies. And then you gonna go walk in my stuff anyways.
Because you don't own the gym. It's public space. You are the disrespectful one in the situation. You're filming a guy that's working out behind you and the guy behind him. You didn't ask for their permission, I'm sure, to record. You probably didn't ask the gym for permission to record. So you are the one who is being disrespectful in the situation, but then you want to talk about, oh, people are walking through my video. It's what you get.
Respectfully, she walking behind.
No one cares about your camera. They're here to train, and you need to deal with it.
I have to report that I'm now so comfortable at my gym and I've been so consistent that I've reached a new level of delusion. I certainly think that I am my gym's hot girl and I'm pretty sure everybody has a crush on me. So I wish the same level of delusion for you.
Well, at least she's self-aware.
The other day I was at the gym and I was just minding my own business, trying to get my leg workout done, as one does when they're at the gym, right? So I go up to go get water. And as I'm getting water, I see somebody's hand go like this out of the corner of my eye, okay? So I look up and it's this guy and he's like standing like kind of close. So he gives me a compliment, which was nice. But then immediately he says, "How old are you?" And I was like kind of caught off guard a little bit. But in the moment, I just was honest. So I told him how old I was. Not only did he not tell me how old he was, but his response was just crazy, okay? So this was his response. Then without saying anything, he turns around and heads straight back to the corner of the gym where the free weights are and starts lifting weights. So mind you, this guy had to have been 22 maybe. He looked young, so he was a Gen Z boy. And I would say the whole interaction took like 30 seconds, so it was the fastest I was ever hit on and then rejected ever in the same moment. But honestly, like, not to tear someone down on like looks, because I don't like to do that. And I'm definitely like one that's like, personality is a big thing for me when it comes to like relationships and things like that. But this guy was literally like my height, okay? It looked like he weighed close to what I weigh. So I wouldn't have gone for you anyway.
She was clearly into it, but the rejection hurt her ego, so she's pretending it never mattered.
Yep. He's strong. At least she looks in shape.
So you want to be upset with that man, give him a dirty look, and call him oblivious in the gym, all because he walked through your video? Really? I'm sorry, but it's not his job or anybody's job to look for your camera or even care about you filming, especially when you put your camera right in the middle of a walkway. And it's not that big of a deal. You can edit it out, you can film it again, or post it as is. Nobody is going to care. Nope. And the sad part is that you knew this was wrong. You posted it anyway, then you put up a second post trying to blame it on him having bad form, as if him having bad form makes this okay. The fact is you wanted to validate you being upset because he walked through your video. But the only thing you validate with this is people thinking us gym rats are assholes and that they have the fear of coming to the gym because this is going to happen to them. Yep. So JD Gyms, I hope you see this. I hope you make this young woman apologize and she learns to respect people. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
Someone else's form has nothing to do with you. Just focus on your own workout. If your filming blocks anyone from using the equipment, you're the problem, not them. We all know that's a trap, and he was not falling for the bait. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if—
Alright guys, tell me what y'all think. Do you hate it when people have bad gym etiquette? Go and leave your comments down below. Head on over to LNS Candle Code where you can get yourself 15% off your order using code EMPOWERMENT. And most importantly, love yourself, trust yourself, honor yourself, and value yourself. Peace.